J.K. Calloway here, jumping back into This Is Us. On to episode 5, season 6. This one's called Heart and Soul. So that song's going to be stuck in my head for the entirety of the episode until they play it, which I'm sure they will. Heart and soul. Yeah. Yeah, last episode was a heartbreaker. Jack's mom died. It was a flashback episode, pretty much the whole thing. I don't think we caught up with the current timeline at all, but I'm sure we will this one, and there's a lot going on. Kevin reconnected, or just we saw him speak to Cassidy from back east, who's awesome. It's Cameron from House, come on. Like, she's been a positive influence like crazy, and they did sleep together once, but apparently, it was a mutual kind of like, let's, comfort each other in this moment kind of thing. And as far as people he should end up with, top of my list. She seems like a good person. Certainly a more interesting character than Madison. Just saying. Does anyone like Madison? Toby and Kate are struggling through having essentially a long-distance relationship while still being parents as well, because Toby's going off to San Francisco to work out of necessity. And we already know that's not going to end well. She ends up with I don't know what he is, principal? I'm not really sure what he does at the school, but we saw that flashback at the end of last season that she's getting remarried to that British guy. Surly little bastard. And okay, sure, but like, what happens to Toby? I mean, I get that Kate's part of the big three, but I think everyone's team Toby, right? Like, everyone likes Toby better than Kate, if we had to choose. Like, they both have their faults, no doubt, but Toby is a good dude. And Randall and Beth are dealing with the next stage of kids growing up. Deja's having some sex. And it's with Malik, good dude, but he's already got a kid. So I shouldn't say thankfully. Hopefully that means he appreciates safe sex now. And now Deja seems all in on the whole Malik thing, which is understandable. Like, I mean, think back to when you lost your virginity. Hopefully it was in a relationship like when you were in high school or something, but you're just all in. Like, this is my life now. This is what I'm going to be doing the rest of my life with this person. It's everything. So, when Randall put his foot down saying you're not going to go visit him again, she said, well, that's going to be a problem. Anyway, lots of other stuff going on. Obviously, a bunch of stuff with Rebecca and her would-be Alzheimer's. Yeah, let's jump back in. Heart and Soul. We're going to hear that on the piano, aren't we? Or they're going to watch Big. Maybe they could watch Big. What was that, 87-ish? Something like that? 7-year-old? That makes sense. We'll see. Here we go. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing
right away.
History in the making here.
You want to try it again? Mm-hmm. All right.
God, they used to be so loud. Recording devices.
A friend of mine from work told me about the speed dating thing going on at PDB's this weekend. 15 guys, 15 girls. You can't just sit here with me every night for the rest of your life.
Yes, you can. We're finally going to hear how they got together.
Why don't you come out with me to the cabin this weekend? There's an extra room and Uncle Nicky's supervising the construction. I'm sure he'd be happy to see you.
I mean, yeah, I could do that maybe. Wait, is this a sex thing?
Oh. No.
I mean, I could go either way. It'd be nice to know though, because it'll change my packing and grooming. Send me the address. I'll be there by tomorrow afternoon.
See you then.
Deja said that Malik is in town for 24 hours and wants to have dinner with us tomorrow night. Correction, make dinner for us tomorrow night.
He wants to make us dinner.
I feel like we need to, worst case scenario, this bitch. You go.
She's pregnant.
Go. They went to Vegas and eloped while we were sleeping. Not prego, just married. You go. Deja wants to adopt Malik's daughter and they move in here together and live with us forever.
We need a new game.
Hat or no hat?
Oh, no hat.
Hat. Guys in hats are usually trying to hide their hair, and you have great hair. What about my lipstick? Is it too much?
Sorry.
No,
I'm not divorced. I'm a widow, actually. I know. Sad, sad, sad. He didn't even die in a fire. He died of a heart attack in the hospital after. He saved the dog. They call it a widowmaker. Hi.
Rebecca. Matt Dixon from the PTA.
Okay.
We can have a guest musician. What do you think, Mom? Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you. But I do have two beautiful children that made the divorces, worth it.
Brought an overnight bag for tonight.
For an overnight bag.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. We're going there.
Oh, yeah. It's been more than a little time since I, made love to a real live woman.
A real live woman?
Right.
What do you mean by that? That's this.
So you guys met on the plane?
Yes, he was belligerent and very, very disruptive.
And she was unhelpful and unfriendly.
And there he goes.
I have to.
This was really fun. It was nice to catch up with you, Matt.
This was nice.
Yeah.
I like your vibe.
Hi, I'm...
Rebecca, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Do you want to get coffee with me after this?
Yeah.
I have a ferret.
Oh.
We had wanted to apologize for the weekend that Deja came to Boston.
Thank you for saying that, Malik. And may I just say that this is the best butter sauce I've ever tasted. So,
Mom, how's it going at the dance studio? I'd love to hear about it.
That's very nice, Tess.
it's unusually nice test. Yeah, it's fine.
Does anyone want to hear a knock-knock joke?
Okay, what's going on? What? I'm tugging your ear. What's tugging the ear? What's tugging the ear?
I'm getting a C in algebra.
What? But you've been working with the tutor.
It's a tactic. It's all tactics. They're tactics. Spill it.
Finishing out this school semester next month, and I'm moving to Boston with Malik.
I'd figure it'd be something like that, but that's a big, what, they're 17? Malik's a year older, maybe? I don't know, man. Are you planning on finishing school? Do you have the possibility of also going to Harvard? I don't know, man.
It would essentially be like a gap year, and then I'd apply to college in the fall.
Enough. You don't have to show us the whole PowerPoint presentation. No. You are not old enough to make this kind of decision.
Oh, no, I'm not old enough.
What are you talking about, man?
I've lived a lot more life in my 17 years than a lot of people twice my age, and you, out of anyone in this world, knows that best.
Because I have nothing to say about any of this.
I assume she was a senior in high school at this point, not a junior. That's a huge move, man. I don't know.
I was on a date.
You went on a date?
Well, kind of. You were the one telling me to get a life.
No, I told you to stop watching that stupid show with stupid Miguel.
I think it's what your father would want. In fact, I know it's what your father would.
Oh, by making out with some random dude you just met? Okay, you know what? And he wouldn't be happy for you running around town like a slut.
Whoa. Yeah. You're both in the wrong there. The slap and the slut comment. Jesus Christ.
Pleasure.
But don't hit your kids.
If you ever want to go have a date night or, go out for the afternoon, I am so happy to come over and watch the kids for you.
Are you moving?
Given your last PET scan, we just don't feel comfortable with you taking care of the kids alone anymore.
Shit.
Just without another adult around, we just can't. Mom, I'm really sorry.
I think I'm gonna go home, Kate.
Deja needs to find her own path now, Malik. She's got 2 big years ahead of her. You need to end it, Malik.
Oh, Randall.
You need to do it for her.
What? I'm not gonna. I love her.
If you really love her, man, then you will do what is best for her.
Don't be that guy, Randall.
I'm gonna go ahead and not tell Deja about this conversation. Because I really do love her.
And I can promise you she would not feel good about this.
What are you doing? I said I might want to have sex with you. I didn't say I wanted to hold your hand.
Oh, okay. What if that inner darkness actually turned out to be something kind of wonderful?
That would have been...
watched too many rom-coms, guys.
Yeah, you would have made something happen with it. You didn't.
I think you're scared.
You've been blowing up women's lives for the better part of 2 decades. I know you mean. Oh, come on. I know you mean well. I do. I'm too messed up already. Leave me in peace.
The best thing he could ever have is someone who will call him out on his shit. They should end up together.
Kate and I just got in this horrible fight. She said some really terrible things to me, and I lost it. I mean, I really, really, really lost my temper. I slapped her.
Hey, it's okay. I'm here, and there's no judgment. Every once in a while, a parent loses it.
Like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do any of this.
I said that he should think about Deja here and that he should take a step back.
Okay. That didn't turn out well for Romeo and Juliet's parents. It's not going to turn out well for us. I don't think you understand how dangerous the position we're in is right now. You're making a mistake, Randall, and we'll lose our daughter.
Yep.
I'm really sorry.
I overreacted.
I was wondering if you would be willing to teach Jack piano. It's braille sheet music, and I know that music is good for memory function too.
Yeah, very.
I don't want to date anymore. No, you should.
That was a beautiful way to end that. With 3 stages. That was cool. And that's a brilliant idea, by the way, with someone, losing their memory capabilities, essentially. Is music is huge. Like, it fires so many things in your brain. Like, yeah, like, just teaching and playing. Like, it's a great idea. The whole Malik and Deja thing. I mean, I get they're in love. And when you're in love as a teenager, nothing else matters. I get it. But man, that's like... Aren't you in a dorm? Like, I get your daughter lives with you, but do you really have an apartment? Like, do you have funding for that? Because, like, you clearly can't work. You're too busy to work. At least not enough. Like... Alright, that just seems like a short-sighted, like you're convincing yourselves that it's a good idea. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she can help with the daughter, and yeah, she can take some classes, but like you're setting yourself up to fail. It's way too early. I don't know. Like, for example, me and Siobhan started dating when she was 17. Like, she was just about to turn 18 when we met, and I was 20. And she was already set to go to college. She had that all set up like a month or 2 after we met, or after we started dating. I can't, it's so long ago now. If we moved in together, like a year or 2 into dating, we wouldn't be together today. There's no way. There's no way. She was always in a dorm because she did go off to college, only like half an hour or so. It was nothing crazy, but far enough that it would be inconvenient to stay at home. So she stayed on campus. So she always had a dorm. We never lived together, but I always went and, stayed the night, or she came to my place and stayed the night. But we never lived together until she was done with college. Until she was completely done, and then we immediately moved in together. I get that some people can do it. Some people can meet when they're children and immediately just, boom, we're locked at the hip. You got no. Nope. It's just a bad idea. And, like, don't get me wrong, we spent the majority of our time together when we could. Most every night. It was pretty rare I didn't go hang out with her, or she didn't come hang out with me. But 5 out of 7 nights a week, probably. Like, we still had our own lives. We still had our own friends. But we didn't have a kid. Like, that's a huge huge commitment when you're super young. And I get, like she said, she's lived a lot of life. But it doesn't mean you're ready to be, an adult because you've had some childhood taken away. That's a different thing. If anything, you need some more time to let that childhood be part of who you are. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Everyone's different. It could work out great. But Randall saying, end it, that is so the wrong move. And, like, I get it from his perspective because he still wants Deja to be his little girl. I get that. And this is a sharp right turn to the left turn he was just given. But it's the wrong move, man. Like, we've seen Deja in the future, so they are okay. We haven't seen her with Malik. Like, we saw that she's a doctor, or at least she's a doctor in training. I'm not sure, but, that's a whole, like, man, they're both, like, we know Malik's going to Harvard, and apparently she's going to, to be a doctor. That's 12 years of school that, creates insane debt for someone who's also gone to Harvard and already has a daughter. Do they want to share that debt together? Because that's a lot of debt. So I don't know if this is meant to be. I like Malik. I like him. And I like them together. Lots of other things going on. It was the Kate and Rebecca stuff was beautiful. Miguel's, I still want to hear that story. How'd they end up together? Because apparently she's going to end up dating Mike, who, I don't know the actor well, but, like, I think he, he's getting good at playing divorced dad. Because that's the only time I see him. And Kevin and Cassidy, like, maybe they don't have to end up together. I feel like they should, but Kevin needs to just stop. I know that you want the Jack and Rebecca. That's his goal. He wants to have that. Clearly, he wants to be his dad, and his dad always had Rebecca. But, like, he's got to take 5 minutes at some point to just look in the mirror and be like, all right, who am I? Do I want to be Jack or do I want to be Kevin? Because he doesn't, like... But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comments. Let me know what you thought of the episode. And what's to come? I think we're, that was episode 5, right? And they're supposed to be 16 or 18? I don't remember. They're going to take a 2-week break now because of the Olympics. But we'll be back when they're back. I originally thought it was a 2-week break. It might be a 3-week break. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you next time.